Presley at ActOutGames.com here, and welcome to Toy Saturday. So, Toy Saturday is one of my favorite days, and we're trying to bring a little bit of schedule to the channel so you know what's going to be uploaded when. So you can come on the channel on Saturdays to find a toy video, and every other day it's somewhat random. We have a little bit of a schedule that we're trying to work on. But anyways, for today's Toy Saturday, I am going to be opening the original Jane Boolittle. So sticking with Monster High, because I'm really into Monster High right now. So we were toy hunting the other day, and we saw the original Jane Boolittle, and she comes with an awesome sloth. So I was attached to her because I like sloths, and she has the sloth needles. So I was attached to the sloth, and that she was original, and she wasn't part of a theme, and she wasn't part of Gloom and Bloom and stuff, or something. I've seen a lot of Gloom and Bloom Janes. So I'm like, oh my god. And then I read about her, and then she likes to wear animal print, and she was raised on a jungle island with only animals for friends, and I just started freaking out. So we bought her. So let's get her out of the box. So I got her out of the box, and she's just as cool as I thought she was. So let's take a look at her accessories. So she comes with these awesome feather earrings on, and well, she has one feather earring and one kind of tooth earring, which is cool. And she has this headband with little teeth, I suppose, sticking out of it, and a nice feathery thing and with a skeleton in the middle. As well, there's teeth on her belt. She seems to have a lot of teeth because she's all animal themed and stuff, with a skeleton on her belt also, with tribal painting, and it's awesome. On her shoe, on one of her shoes, she has kind of a snake wrap theme going on. On her other shoe, she has feathers on that one, and she has and one of her arms have fishnet on them, and two bracelets, and the other is more jungle themed, which is kind of cool how she has one which fits in with Monster High, like you would see a monster wearing this stuff, and then one that's more of her jungle theme, which is pretty awesome. So she comes with a brush and a stand like many other dolls, and her staff, which I recently discovered is actually a marker. And it's a bit hard to get the cap back on the marker, but it's possible. And her bag, which opens, and inside of it are 3 little scraps of paper which you can write on with the marker. And the scraps of paper can go inside of her pet sloth needles, which my dad accidentally called noodles, so I kind of want to call them noodles now. Needles, so they can go inside of needles, not noodles. I don't want to say noodles. It's kind of hard to get them inside of noodles, but they're kind of a secret messagey thing. And then there's her diary, which talks more about her. So she is 15 or 16. She doesn't know because she lived in the jungle for a very long time, and the jungle animals don't keep track of time like humans do. They don't like 1:30, 1:31. They don't do it like that. They keep track of it like the rainy seasons and the dry seasons, and years where there's lots of this food and like none of this food, and years where like different things happen, and events like earthquakes or volcano eruptions and stuff. So they keep track of time differently than people do, so she doesn't know how old she is. She thinks she's 15 or 16. So she was invited by Headmistress Bloodgood to come to Monster High, and at first she was shy about it because she doesn't like socializing with other monsters. She likes socializing with animals because she can speak to animals, so she speaks to them and she socializes with them. So she was shy to go to Monster High, but in the end she accepts the request and she goes to Monster High. So, I don't know, I haven't seen her in any of the movies. She's probably in a few. I just haven't seen them yet. But she's an awesome character, and I'm loving this doll so far. I am so glad that I picked her up at the store. So she's an unidentified monster type, so she's not like Frankie, who's a Frankenstein's monster, or Draculaura, who's a vampire, or Claudine, who's a werewolf. And you know who those people are and what they are, but she's unidentified because she comes from the jungle, and probably monsters haven't been discovered of this type in the jungle, so she is an unknown monster type. She is known as the daughter of Dr. Boolittle because I think Jane Boolittle was a name she was given by her dad, who adopted her since she was running around the jungle. And then Ocelot told her dad that Jane was in the there was a lonely girl in the forest, so he picks her up, names her Jane. And I like how it's Dr. Boolittle instead of Dr. Doolittle. I'm not sure about this, but isn't the kid in Dr. Doolittle named Jane? I don't think so. But that would be cool if it was. I haven't watched Dr. Doolittle in a long time, so I don't remember it. But here she is. She's a lot like me because she loves animals, and she's animal printed themed, and she's just one of my favorite characters that I've opened so far. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.